Hello everyone, and I decided to make another rant video, this one being about Marvin, and how much everybody just hates him for no reason at all. There's no reason to hate Marvin. Let me break it down. I get that Marvin can be portrayed as greedy, and selfish, and all these awful things, but honestly, if you look back to the beginning of the series, he's the main character. The M and the smell stands for, well, Mario or Marvin, basically, the cease and desist letter and all that, but whatever. The point is, he's the main character. He's been here from the very beginning, and he suffered the most, in my opinion, out of anybody. He has seen the most death. Like, oh fuck, my god, that is not okay. The amount of death he's seen and the amount of trauma he has seen. Sure, Broken Guy and Jeffy may have been abused in their past, but they are treating it as if it's fine. But Marvin, he is still suffering. Because he is at the hands of probably the two people that are continuing to ruin his life, Rose and Jeffy. Now, if it was just Rose, then his life would not be that bad, actually, because it was only when Jeffy came into the picture where everything started to be ruined. Jeffy ruined everything. Why do we like him again? What did Jeffy do that was so amazing? Apparently he had an amazing backstory, and, well, is it ever brought up? Does he... Apart from a few one-off jokes like why he has a long face, but does it ever factor into any trauma does he have now? No, Jeffy does not have any freaking trauma. Mario's trauma is just building up, building and building up every single day. One day he'll snap. I guarantee it. Is Broken Guy? He might the only time Broken Guy has ever relived childhood trauma is in the squeaky door episode. That's it. Mario, on the other hand, or Marvin, just has to endure countless days of basically his wife and his son abusing him by basically forcing him to do stuff that he knows is not right, but his family is just freaking justice for Marvin. And let's start from the beginning. Mario and his brother Luigi, were just a duo. Wanting an adventure. This Luigi was later to be revealed to be Mama Luigi, and despite him being arrested for kidnapping real Luigi, Marvin realized that he loves Mama Luigi. And when they decided to go on vacation everyone decided to go on vacation. Bowser, or Braxton nowadays, he's decided to attack again. Mama Luigi had the great idea to throw a bomb at him, but when he leaped to Bowser with the bomb, well, he still had the bomb on him, and Bowser shot the bomb, and Mama Luigi died. And that's probably the most tragic death, because Mama Luigi, he died a hero. Did Phoebe die a hero? No. Did Broken Guy do anything that made him a hero in his childhood? No. If anything, he just helped Billy Bowling Hands die. That's it. What did Jeffy do? He was just an incompetent brother who pushed his kid into traffic by accident, of course. But this is still involuntary manslaughter, or accidental manslaughter. Is that a thing? Whatever. But the point is, Marvin didn't cause the death. He even mourned it more than Jeffy did. And Marvin is in denial still. He's trying to have a good life. Even though when he was in prison in the Mario and Luigi Stupid and Dumb Adventures, he made friends in prison. Goomba Max, Jamaican Croco, Crack Bear, and Sally. But two of them died. Jamaican Croco sacrificed his own freedom for Marvin, which is probably the most selfless thing I've seen. And Sally just disappeared. Yep, you can already tell who died, so I'm not going to say who died. But the point is, Marvin has seen death. Peach broke up with him, and then she came back. But that was when it was too late. When Marvin has moved on, and he has already got to Rose or Rosalina, and as such he ran Peach out of his life. And if you remember my Freery video, this may have turned Peach into Nancy, but that's besides the point. And then Jeffy came into Marvin's life. Well, yeah. Not a good thing, and Marvin adopted Jeffy and Jeffy's parents before he found out about the money. He adopted him because he felt bad for Jeffy. Marvin is not an evil man. He is a nice guy who's just a bit grumpy. Now he does have his flaws, like in Jeffy's 18th birthday, but he wanted some of the inheritance. But are you saying no? Are you saying that if you were Marvin, you wouldn't want any of the inheritance? Come on, be honest. You guys are just dogging on Marvin for no freaking reason. And honestly, Marvin has the right to be this grumpy and rude in the present, because after all he's endured, he needs payback. All this stuff he's done. He tried rescuing Peach many times. He saw his brother die. He allowed Jamaican Crocker to sacrifice his freedom for just so he could get helped. He all this stuff, and he adopted Jeffy out of pity, because he felt bad. He was sympathetic, and how does he get rewarded? By being tortured by his wife and son every single day of the year. Rose constantly cheats on him, and then gets mad at him when he talks to his only ex when she has a billion of them. And Jeffy, Jeffy ruins his life in many videos. There's the three most notable ones being Jeffy's bad word, locked out, and Jeffy's cell phone. Why do you guys like Jeffy again? What is so good about Jeffy? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I don't see what Marvin is doing wrong apart from being a little greedy. Who isn't a little greedy at times? Huh? Well, I mean, I'm a bit greedy myself. So seriously, stop being rude to Marvin. Justice for Marvin. Leave him alone. Seriously, I've seen many videos where they made Marvin abusive to Jeffy when, if anything, he isn't abusive. He might be a bit verbally abusive, but even Brooklyn Guy asks why he puts up with Rose and Jeffy all the time, mainly Rose. And that's because Marvin wants to have it that way. Because he believes that they are good for him. He's trying to be nice to them, even if he's not showing it with his words. But he does do stuff for, like in Jeffy's stealing problem. He was willing to keep going back to Target even though he was tired. Now that's dedication, in my opinion. And honestly, I don't see anything Marvin's ever done wrong in SML, apart from a few videos where he did crimes. Most of these being connected to Brooklyn Guy, which honestly, yeah, that makes, or Jeffy, or the Lone Dolphin, or basically anybody who usually does crimes in this series. Mostly Jeffy and Brooklyn Guy though, because those are just a bunch of evil boys. And Marvin is even willing to help Brooklyn Guy many times, because Marvin is nice. He's to Brooklyn Guy, his own friend. Why would Marvin not have friends? Well, yeah, I don't know why. But basically, Marvin is a good friend to Brooklyn Guy because he understands Brooklyn Guy. He trusts Brooklyn Guy. And like in Jeffy's big fight, Marvin tries to train Brooklyn Guy to become stronger, to beat up Candy Randy. I actually didn't like Candy Randy. He was really annoying. But and he was even willing to have the cheat thing work, even though he didn't think it was right. And even though they had an argument in that episode, they did apologize to each other, and that they revealed that they didn't like it when they argued. And in the adult game night, Marvin was willing to help Brooklyn Guy. He set up Karen's late party. And Marvin was even concerned of Brooklyn Guy being rude to Karen on her birthday. So whenever people make Marvin then like all this evil genius scientist abusive, basically whatever other people make Marvin this evil person, which he's not, I don't see what they're seeing. Honestly, I can't see it. It's just I can't fathom what they are seeing, because I don't understand. Marvin is not any of the things that I've seen on what people interpret on YouTube. He's not abusive, he's not evil, he's none of those above at all. So yeah, and in my opinion, Marvin is just the character who struggled the most, suffered the most, because he has seen it all. And the worst part is, he's not even just being suffered by Rose and Jeffy. He's also suffered by Goodman, who knows that Marvin doesn't have a job or enough money to pay the house payment, but he doesn't anyway. because not Brooklyn guy, Goodman is just like that. Goodman is hilarious. I love Goodman, one of my favorite characters as well. But Goodman should know by now that he shouldn't be expecting Marvin to have a house payment. It's just justice for Marvin, okay? That's the point of this video. Justice for Marvin. Marvin needs a break. He needs because my perfect SML video in my head is where Marvin and Brooklyn guy decide to go on vacation for a week, leaving Rose with Jeffy for a week, right? And hear me out, right? And then Rose basically has to stay with Jeffy the whole time, meaning she can't go anywhere and do her own thing and have her ignorance still be bliss. So, and after a while, Rose will see how awful Jeffy really is, and slowly but surely, as he'll begin annoying her more and more until she finally matures up and starts acting a bit more like Marvin. Not that much, but still her own character. But she's become an actual authority figure rather than an enabler. Where she actually begins yelling at Jeffy because she's realized that Jeffy isn't this little angel boy that she believes him to be. And then when Marvin and Brooklyn come back, they're shocked to see that Rose has developed her character permanently. This is a permanent change for Rose. I want this to happen so bad. This is an amazing episode. This would be an amazing episode idea, and I want it to be in actual SML. So yeah, I hope you like this video. And the point is, justice for Marvin. Hashtag justice for Marvin. He needs justice. He has suffered enough. Leave him alone, please. Can we have justice for Marvin? Please? Yeah, thank you. And I rest my case.